Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we're gonna look at the photogrammetry content update for Key Largo. So we're departing from one of the airports which is which is on that island, right? It's an island in front of the coast of the US. So let's see how it looks like. So we're gonna go full throttle and then we can look at how it looks like, because I'm really curious about what has been updated. So if you're living on Key Largo and you want to give some comments, use the comment box below this video to provide your comment about how realistic this content is. As we all know, it's based on big maps. In some cases that's a little bit outdated, so keep that in mind. So here we go. There's, I would say, a little bit wind, as you can see. So let's go directly outside, right? Because this is the island already, so we should see a lot of things. Well, first of all, we see a lot of trees here, as you can see. So that's not what we're looking for. We of course are looking for, I would say, some nice photogrammetry content. So there are some buildings, so let's fly a little bit over it. Keeping an eye on the speed and of course also on the altitude. So here we see some houses and some boats. A road, and there we see the rest of the island, right? So this is probably the piece which receives, I would say, most updates, right? So we're turning towards the airport. The airport is pretty small, right? There's only one runway, but you can see that several buildings are there, including some buildings below us. Turns, and then let's have a look how cool this island is. We can see a golf course just below us, right? There it is. Pretty nice to see. Some, I would say, harbors on the left side, right? But you can see that I would say it still has the same issue, right? Where the boats are under the water instead of floating on the water. Continue our trip over the golf course. See another harbor there on the right side, and then some other buildings over here. You can see that the rest of the island is, I would say, pretty crowded with, I would say, with trees, etc. Also, let me know if that, I would say, if that's realistic, right? Because in one of the updates, I think it was World Update number 9, right, which took place in Italy. Initially, there were too many trees. So let me know if I would say if this is, let's say, realistic, yes or no. So this is also the end of the golf course, or maybe this is the start of the golf course. Maybe it starts there. I'm not sure. It looks really cool. So let's make another turn. Let's fly over it again. See what we can see, right? So overall it looks, so to say, you can definitely see that there's, so to say, that the content is, so to say, photogrammetry, right? There's no hand created content, so there are no point of interest over here, and that's something you can, I would say, between brackets clearly see. So we make another tour. It's so the island location is in front of the east coast of the US. So if you want to take a tour yourself, do it, because there's a nice thing which you can do is there's a road which is let's say behind us over there, which you can take, and then you can, I would say, drive over multiple islands. I'm not sure if you can drive to Key West, although I think you can because there's a large bridge over there. So let's decrease altitude, right, because we're climbing already to 2,500 feet. Then it might be a little bit hard to see. There's some part which we didn't visit yet. It's over there, so probably gonna do another tour above the island. But first we need to decrease our altitude, so let me adjust the trim. Also let me adjust the throttle. So For, I would say, managing the aircraft, I'm using the Velocity 1 flight stick. It's, I would say, pretty nice, pretty cool. A lot of buttons, so that's something you really need to get used to if you are used to, for example, the Xbox controller. But all those additional buttons are making it easier eventually to control the aircraft. Keeping an eye on the speed, right, because the speed is in the yellow zone, and that's not what we want, because that's not good for the aircraft. Increasing throttling a bit. So here we can see the airport, or the airport, yes, over there. And we can see a lot of buildings over here, including several harbors, right? So nice to see. If it's realistic, I can't tell you. So if you live here, right, or if you've been there, ever there, let me know how realistic this content is by leaving a comment in the comment box. Here ends this video where we looked at Key Largo and the airport of Key Largo. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to put them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.